Welcome back to Runner at the Flagpole. I'm Jake.
And I'm Cody.
And today we're going to talk about the different finishes we offer here at Concord American Flagpole.
Ooh. When talking about finishes, first we have to start out with our base finish. This is our satin finish, which is a brushed aluminum quality to it.
Right, so when their flagpoles come off the spinner, they didn't move to the sander. And the sander actually gives us a nice uniform brushed look. Obviously it's the quickest. All of our flagpoles start out this way. And when you think of flagpole, you're probably thinking of this shiny satin finish.
This is the quintessential flagpole look.
Anodizing is probably our second most popular finish, right behind the satin pole. It comes in 3 standard colors: clear, bronze, and black. In the anodizing process, you start out needing to clean a raw pole just to make sure you don't have any imperfections that might ruin the finish. Yep. So essentially what will happen is first you go into a caustic bath to clean the pole
like
off.
Acid?
Yeah, it's an acid.
Oh, okay.
Goes into a caustic acid bath to clean the pole off, kind of as a detergent, just to remove any grease or oil that might be left over from the spinning process. Once it's been cleaned that way, it's actually put into an etching bath that is also acidic. And that will do is remove a small layer of...
I'm ready for the acid.
You are, yes. What it'll do is remove a small layer of the pole to allow for a clean and uniform finish. So you might notice that when you feel a satin pole, it's actually a little rough, but when you feel an anodized pole, it's actually a little smoother while you can still feel some of the deeper grains and grooves in the pole. Once it's been cleaned, it can then go into the actual anodizing process. Essentially what it's done is it's put through an electrochemical bath where positive negative charges will create a aluminum oxide layer around the pole. This layer is actually a little bit porous, so it needs to be sealed, or it can be colored. So once it's been anodized, we actually go into another bath that if we wanted to go to a bronze or a black, a dye is provided. And so what it'll do is when you have these pores that are similar to a circle, the dyes will actually fill in to these pores to give it this final finish. Once the dyes have been applied and saturated into the aluminum oxide, it then goes through a sealing bath. This is the final layer that gives it the robust finish that you might need to last in the elements. Whether it's dyed or just clear anodized, it always has to be sealed to close the pores up to prevent any unwanted coloring.
The third finish we're here to discuss is Powdercoat finish, offered on-site by Concord American Flagpole. In front of me I have 3 options that is the standard. We have bronze, dark bronze Powdercoat, black, and white Powdercoat. You can have Powdercoat in any color that you can come up with. Give us a RAL number, give us a paint chip, and we can make that work for you. Now I will discuss the process of powder coating. The first step is you clean the flagpole, just like an anodized. Yeah. Step 2, you apply that powder coat, which is actually a powdered form with an electrostatic spray gun, and you charge the aluminum to allow it to adhere. It then goes into a baking oven, also on site, to heat to 350 to 400 degrees for 10 to 20 minutes.
Just like cookies.
Just like cookies. And just like cookies, step 4 is we remove it from the oven and let it cool down so it becomes this thick, bonded, hard material. Anything I'm missing?
I think you forgot about these in your pocket.
This isn't my jacket.
Mm-hmm. Specialty finishes from Concord American Flagpole. These are an exclusive of ours. They're also powder coated. We use a special 3-step process to get these finishes where I can get an actual wood grain onto a pole or this nearly invisible camouflage. Also have the same, thick, hard, bonded finish to them to where they won't chip or peel over time. Now we're going to take some of your questions to try to debunk the myths you might have heard about our industry. Cody, I think you had some questions that we had sent in.
Yep, do right here. Question number 1. Finished flagpoles have an extremely long lead time.
Nope. Concord American Flagpole has an in-house paint line and a great relationship with our anodizers and the multiple facilities across the country that we can use to finish poles quickly.
Yeah, we have the fastest lead times in the industry.
Absolutely. Myth busted.
Myth bust. Second question. Will my flagpole rust?
Quick answer, no. It's aluminum. Unlike steel, aluminum doesn't rust and lose integrity over time. It patinas. So, no.
Perfect. Bust it again. Third, I'm on the coast. I'm worried about salt water affecting my flagpole. Will it?
As long as that pole's aluminum, it will not. With the steel pole, you have to be really worried about keeping it painted and covered because it will rust. However, with the aluminum pole, again, it does not rust. It oxidizes or patinas. So as long as it's aluminum, you're good.
Yep. Won't affect your integrity. Busted. Last question. From a Mark P. It says, great job, guys. Keep it up. Not really a question, but appreciate it nonetheless.
Thanks, Mark. We do appreciate the good feedback. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. It's still been Run Up the Flagpole. I'm Jake.
And I'm Cody.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
First questions. Finished flagpoles have a long lead time.
Nope. What are we talking about?
First questions. A finished flagpole has a long lead time.
Nope. Good, I was going to work it. I made myself for